All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. Want to welcome everyone and thank you for joining us for another edition of CARTcast. Let me introduce myself. I'm Brent Fry, the Digital Technology Specialist, and I'm here with my colleague Chris Coletta, the E-commerce Specialist at Shadler Yesco. Your success is our top priority. Today's topic is exploring product listing pages and product detail pages on Shadler Yesco's e-commerce platform. By the end of the session, you'll have a clear understanding of how to make the most of this helpful tool that will enhance your shopping experience. There's no need to worry about remembering everything we'll cover today. We're here to support you every step of the way. If you have any questions or need help after the session, Chris and I are always available. A few quick housekeeping notes. Please keep your microphones muted during the session. We will take breaks after each section to answer any questions. If we don't get to everything or if we need to follow up, we'll send answers via email. And of course, you can always reach out to either of us directly if something comes to mind later. With that said, we're going to dive in and I'm going to hand it over to Chris.
Thank you, Brent, and thank you everybody for joining today. Brent, if you could switch the screen over there. There you go. Appreciate that. What we're going to start doing here is we're going to dive right into the product list page, and short for PL or long for PLP. Basically, what this is, it's an overview. We're going to give you an overview of what a product list page looks like, because there are some different functions on it that could help make your shopping experience easier. So, and that is what we're here to do, is to help you out with that. So, just to start off, we're going to look at the results per page where it shows 48. What that is obviously it's pretty simple. It's 48 products that you would show per page, and then you could list going backwards from there, 24, 16, and 8. That is a direct reflection of the pagination. And what the pagination is the right. If you look to the right, you'll see a number there of 1. So we have 48 products. Now watch what happens when Brent changes that to maybe 8. Okay, so then you'll have more pages. So it just condenses the page down a little more when you're only showing eight products per page. So that affects the pagination, meaning the number of pages that are showing in that product list page. So now after that, I want to show, also too, you can see the total items, 17 items. So that is, you'll be able to see how that affects everything with the pagination and the results per page. Now let's move down to the sort by. Now, if Brent clicks the sort by and clicks down the drop down, you'll see best match, products A to Z, that's alphabetical order, products Z to A, price low to high, price high to low. And you could change those according to what you're looking for to make your life a little easier. So if you know that your product's a higher price item, you can just kind of make things a little quicker and get right to it by clicking on the high to low. So that's just a quick explanation there. Moving over to the hide and show images button, we did go over this a couple weeks ago, and what this is basically exactly what it sounds like. If you roll over it, as Brent has had, it's hide show images, and that icon, if you were to click it off, so you just click it and you'll see all the images disappear on the product list page. So if somebody doesn't want to look at images and they just want to look at text, that is the way to do it. And then also, if you were to click it back on, click it again, you see it's highlighted. That means it's showing all the images. So kind of a cool feature there. And also, any of these settings that you do have set and within your account, as you can see, Brent is logged into his user account and he logs out, all these settings will stay the same. So you don't have to go back and redo what you did previously. So it's nice that it'll remember that and keep everything the way you had it. Next, what we're going to look at is the list view and grid view. This is also kind of an opinion thing, however you like to view your pages. That makes it easier for your eyes. I know I like to look at things a certain way. Somebody else might like to look at them differently. So I like the list view, to be honest with you, because I like the order of it. So if you were to click on that, it gives me more of a visual of I could see that product one at a time. I kind of like that, instead of them all being on one. But everybody likes it differently, so that's how it affects the viewing. So if you were to click on the grid view, which we were previously on, now you can see all the products at once, and it's nice. That is nice also because then you could compare. You can compare like what each thing looks like if you have what each product looks like if you have the product images showing. Okay, so moving on from that, we are going to look at the listing block. So a listing block is one product, and you see like a line around it. This is kind of an elongated block, more of like a rectangle, I guess. First, you're going to see the product image, and you could click on that, and then it will take you right to the PDP page. But moving on from there, you see the compare option. So you can select one product and compare it with another just to see what the differences are. Sometimes visually we can see that, but again, if we're not a visual person and we want to just read and look at the descriptions and compare the two, this is a great way to do that. So that is what the compare button is. And then moving on from there, you see the brand logo. Each of our products, I think it's important to show the brand, because a lot of customers are brand oriented and they're looking for that specific brand that they like to purchase from. So there is that. And then moving from there is this is our part number, the Rayco 243. This is the Shaler Yesco part number. And then from there, you will see the product description. It's a brief description of that product. It's not going to show the whole description because we don't want our product list page to be miles and miles long. So we do shorten it, but as you click into the product, you will get the full description. From there, you see the MFG, that's the manufacturing part number. So you see, as our part number, we like to put our manufacturing abbreviation at the beginning, the Rayco 243, but the manufacturing number is 243. So that's the difference. No biggie. Just wanted to explain that to you so you didn't get confused. Now, below that is the total stock that we have of each product. That's the 638 is the total amount of product we have within the company for that specific product. Now, also to mention, the more available, that is based off of the manufacturer. So just so you know, that might not always be accurate. So don't hold us to the fire or feet to the fire on that, because that could be that could change. So that's up to the manufacturer and the dates that they give us on that. We don't have control over that, unfortunately. The view branch inventory. So as I was saying before, that total that we show, the 638, now this breaks that down by each branch. So now you could see, like if you're shopping out of the Harrisburg branch, you could see how many are located at that branch, Allentown, Indiana, etc. You will see all of those inventory numbers there broken down. So whatever one you're closest to, you could see how many you could, if you were to go into that branch today, to see how many you can grab. Moving on, next you'll see the price, and it's per 100 for these products. So 1838.10 cents per 100. And then also too, that's the customer price. And then if you were to look, you could see what you're saving for this specific customer, what they're saving as a dollar price and the percentage price, or the percentage that they're saving. So now after that, the quantity, you see a quantity of one unit of measure next to it, and you could drop that down for the unit of measure and see if we have other options there. So we have each box and skid, a box of 25 and a skid of 1250. And you could order it that way as well. Now, after that, you see the add to cart button. You could, after you make your selections, you could add to cart. And then, now Brent, go ahead and hit. Oh, you don't need to do that. You already are logged in. So if you were not logged in, the add to list button, I believe, will not show up. because you have to, as a guest, you cannot use that feature, add to list. So this is another reason why, if you do not have a user account, this is a reason why to get one, because add to list is a great feature. And I would advise using that because that'll help your life out tremendously. So again, another reason why to have a user account with us, but that really covers everything for the product list page. If you have any questions, please feel free to throw those into the chat right now, and we will answer those immediately. Thank you. Okay, so I don't see any questions in the chat. I'm going to hand it over to Brent, and he's going to cover product listing pages. Go ahead, Brent.
Thanks, Chris. So what Chris just went over was the product listing pages. We're going to look at the product detail pages, the PDP pages, and what those are is when you actually click into an item. So you can get into an item either by clicking on the image of the item or on the catalog number. So we'll go ahead and click into this Rayco item. You're going to see a lot of the same stuff, but you're going to get more details on the product detail page. So you'll see the manufacturer's logo, the product image. Some products you'll see several images, different views and angles of the product, maybe even a in-use image, what it looks like when it's being installed or whatever. You'll see the manufacturer number, you get the UPC number, the SKU, how many are in stock, whether or not it is a stock item. Now I'm currently set to the Harrisburg branch, and it's telling me there's 513 available at this location. There's the more available date, which Chris covered. If you want to look at branch inventory at other branches, you'll see again, there's the 513 that it's saying is at Harrisburg, which is my branch, but you could check out all the other branches as well. There's the pricing information and what you're saving. You can change the quantity. You can change the unit of measure before you add it to the cart. You can add it to a list. As Chris mentioned, if you're signed in, you can do that. Same with customer part number. You could set up your own unique part number for this item, and our site will remember that. So if you want to come back and search for this same product under whatever your company calls it, you could do that by saving it as a custom part number. Here's a more detailed description. And then down below, you're going to get even more information about the product. The resources usually has some good information, spec sheets, product catalog pages. And you see even more information under attributes. You also down below find related products. So here we have a cover for this box. So that's pretty handy. So when you're buying this box, you'll remember to also get the cover if you need that. And sometimes even below this, there will be related or alternate products, I should say, in case maybe you want to try a different brand. That would be listed down below, another box here, maybe from another manufacturer that you could use for your job. But not all products have those, and in this case, this one does not have an alternate product. Last but not least, we have the share button up here. You could share this product with a coworker. Just type in their name and their email address, and you can add a message to this and go ahead and hit share, and it'll send it to them if you want them to check out this product. With that said, that's the product detail page. We'll pause now for any questions.
I'm not seeing any questions, Brent. So we're going to wrap this up. Thank you very much, and thank you all so much for joining us today and taking the time to learn more about exploring product listing pages and product detail pages. We hope you found this session valuable and are excited to apply what you've learned today. Your success, again, is our very top priority, and we're committed to continually improving your experience with us. If you have any further questions or need any type of assistance, please don't hesitate to reach out. We truly appreciate your time and participation. Always, thank you again and have a fantastic day.